I have a question for you. What would you do if you heard whispers in an empty forest? This is the story of Emma Clark, a 19-year-old college student, bursting with life and curiosity, who vanished one fateful night in a place where trees spoke secrets only the winds understood. Welcome to the Nightside Archive. Tonight, we delve into the chilling tale of the midnight forest riddle. It all began during one of those nights where the moon hangs low and the sky itself feels like it's holding its breath. Emma was visiting her boyfriend, Ted's family home, nestled near Blackwood Forest in Maine, a place steeped in local lore and whispered about in hushed tones. The small New England town bore a strange charm, but it wasn't the picturesque landscapes that drew curiosity. It was the forest. Blackwood Forest was known not for its age-old oaks or the wildlife, but because of the tales that surrounded it. The townsfolk spoke of strange occurrences, glowing lights behind dense tree lines, the unsettling sounds of laughter after sundown, shadows flitting between trunks though no one could be seen. Local superstitions warned of going too deep past a particular spot, an old oak that stood charred as though struck by lightning decades ago. The reason? Those who dared venture beyond would hear whispers, voices promising truths, drawing them closer and closer until they were never seen again. Of course, for university students like Emma and Ted, rural legends sounded more like the plot of campfire stories. And so, on that uneventful night, the group decided there was no better thrill than testing the legend themselves. Equipped with flashlights, laughter, and a bravado aided by a mix of liquid courage, Emma, Ted, and their three friends, Mia, Carter, Anne, and Leo, set foot in the woods. The forest was silent. Nothing greeted their teenage audacity but the creaking of branches swaying with the faint breeze. 10 minutes in, and the group had gone from joking to whispering, from whispering to scanning nervously with flashlights. Emma was the first to notice. She stopped abruptly and tilted her head, motioning for others to be still. "Did you hear that?" she asked, her voice inches above a whisper. The group strained to hear, but were met with nothing save for their own breaths and the faint hum of cicadas. "Paranoia," teased Ted, but even he sounded unsure. They pressed on, teasing Emma gently about her jumpiness. Then, as though out of nowhere, a voice echoed, as soft as a distant lullaby. "Come closer," it sang. Everyone froze. The sound didn't come from their phones or from one another. Ted tried to calm the group, chalking it up to someone from town playing tricks on them. But then it happened again, clearer, closer. "Emma," it whispered. It knew her name. A nervous chuckle from Leo tried and failed to lighten the mood. "All right, who's trying to mess with us?" he called out, but the forest remained mute, save for a sudden gust that blew out Carter's flashlight. As Emma turned, she caught a flash of something, a pale figure weaving between trees deeper ahead. She froze. All the color drained from her face. In an uncharacteristically shrill voice, she called out, "Is someone there? Who is it?" Gathering the courage to push forward into the eerie unknown, Emma's friends called out to her to stop. But it was too late. Entranced, as if pulled by an invisible thread, Emma started walking. No amount of shouting would bring her back. Ted tried chasing after her, flashlight swinging wildly, illuminating nothing. And then it happened. She disappeared, right by the charred oak. The air grew suffocating, and the whispers turned faintly into laughs, guttural but faint, like unkind echoes in a deep canyon. Searching desperately, the boys and Mia didn't leave the forest until the first beam of dawn cracked through. But no trace. The police investigated, but found no leads. Emma Clark became the latest name tied to the lore. Her case remained cold. But this story doesn't end here, does it? A week later, Ted received a photo in an email from an unknown sender. It showed the charred oak tree. Standing next to it, Emma, dressed in the same clothes she wore the night she vanished. But something was terribly wrong. Her eyes weren't her own anymore. Her smile was unnaturally wide, more like a crescent moon than an expression of joy. She wasn't looking at the camera. She seemed to peer through it, as if staring right at whoever dared observe her image. Claims abounded later by other town locals saying they did hear, or thought they'd caught fleeting glimpses of Emma within the woods, like déjà vu, appearing after substances. Those fleeting claims remain insufficient. Beyond superstition, was it suggestible? Others presume conspiracy accusing false folklore keeps reputations despite the mystery. So nobody till day unrav